of the decision taken by the TMC. We're now joined by Member of Parliament and the spokesperson for the Trinamool Congress, Derek O'Brien. Derek, appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV 18. You know, I just want to understand the perspective behind the TMC's demand. Let me ask you, is the TMC open to any sort of negotiation with the government as far as FDI and retail is concerned, or is this a closed chapter? Is there a possibility of any sort of breakthrough in this matter if the government were to agree to more conditions, more caveats? Are you only open now to a rollback like the BJP?
We've had this in our manifesto in 2004, 2006 and 2009. We reviewed the situation and still put it back in our manifesto, rather didn't take it out of the manifesto in 2009. Our position on FDI is on multi-brand retail has always been clear and consistent. So there's no question of partial, because our view is actually completely different, because we believe that this entire FDI in multi-brand retail is only talking about 9%. The balance 81%, and our source for this is NSSO figures. We believe the balance 91% for consumer expenditure is like milk and other goods. Yeah. But the fresh fruit and vegetables part is only 9%. So this is a very strong position based on this important fact.
But Derek, the point is that, you know, people in industry, people in various agencies who have done reports, and there have been more than a dozen reports that have been done on the implications of opening up this sector to foreign direct investment. All of those reports seem to suggest that while there may be temporary issues in the first year, in the long run this is going to benefit the retail sector, not just organized but even the unorganized sector. The issue of unemployment and job losses, in fact CII has just put out a report this afternoon saying that this will create 3 to 4 million new direct jobs and around 4 to 6 million new indirect jobs. If your priority is job creation, if your priority is improving the quality and the standards of life, then why would you oppose this?
I think, Shireen, CII may have put in their report this afternoon. I'm not making any comment on the report or the timing of the report.
But it's not just CII, that's just one example.
I think parties like the Trinamool Congress, if I may say so, on this business channel, sometimes people are very condescending towards us. That, you know, let me assure you that there is a lot of thinking, and I'm willing to go on a debate, bring a person on, and I will debate retail.
Have you had a debate? Have you had a debate with your own finance minister, Derek O'Brien? Your own finance minister was the biggest supporter of FDI and multi-brand retail. He fought for it pretty much his entire career.
No, I think, Shireen, now you're getting personal. This is not a personal comment. We are a political party. We have an economic cell. We have discussions. We have a parliamentary committee. I think it's extremely unfair to bring an individual who happens now to be the finance minister of Bengal wearing a new hat, to bring him into these discussions is unfair. I think it's absolutely improper.
Let me then ask you, Derek, is there any possibility that now that the government has agreed to at least an all-party discussion, that's what we pick up from members of the BJP, that before the parliament starts that perhaps will be an all-party meeting, is there any room for a breakthrough on this if perhaps more conditions, more caveats were brought in?
There's no question of more caveats. Like someone was saying that day that, you know, you don't run it in Bengal. Let other places hang up. Please hang up. I think the big thing there is we have a mandate to run Bengal. We have 19 MPs in parliament. So again, condescending. So you don't do anything in Bengal. I think, Shireen, please hear me out. I've been listening to a lot of corporate India doing a lot of talk, and I can well understand that in terms of trying to bring FDI and retail. There are very, very strong reasons. I heard yesterday, excuse me, a statement about Indonesia. Let's talk about Indonesia. Let's debate Indonesia. Don't tell me about China, because the China model is quite different. Let us talk.
We're not talking. I can talk to you about Brazil. We can talk about Indonesia. There are several examples that we can talk about, but that's not the point.
Indonesia is not the model. Shireen, Indonesia is not the model. India has 1.25 crore kirana shops. Indonesia has 17 lakh kirana shops.
There is no evidence to suggest that the kirana stores are going to have to shut shop. Every single report, and forget the report by the CII, no report seems to suggest that. Everyone seems to suggest that the kirana stores will continue to occupy 84% of the retail market.
Shireen, we don't buy all the figures. We have a different view on this, and we have good reason. We are not stopping for the sake of stopping.
Okay.
Please understand. Let me make a point. When a political party makes a decision like this, a considered decision over 3 elections, what do? Of course, there are 1 and 2 plus points for bringing multi-brand retail, but there may be 7 or 8 other negative points.
Okay.
We put those in the basket and we've taken a considered decision.
Okay.
So, over a debate in Parliament, please listen to the Trinamool Congress's view, because we have.
Fair enough.
We will make a statement in the Lok Sabha, in the Rajya Sabha, and members of Parliament will go to speak. We put in a lot of work. There's another story.
Okay.
So please do not understand this is just blocking it. I think the solution lies somewhere else.
Okay.
But I think what happened is everyone has jumped the gun, and I'm not trying to be, asking for self-pity here, but a political party like ours, we have a point of view for considered reasons.
Okay.
I think when it comes, and I hope and pray that Parliament runs from Wednesday, we shall make our point in Parliament. At least 4 of our MPs, 2 in the Lok Sabha and 2 in the Rajya Sabha will speak.
Fair enough.
Then my request to you is, please take our point of view across.
Sure, we will do that. Derek O'Brien, there is a fear now that the TMC is going to oppose other economic reforms as well. There are concerns that you're going to try and block the PFRDA bill. There are concerns that the TMC is going to try and block the banking bill. Are those legitimate fears and concerns?
I think that's a wonderful word you've used, Shireen. Fear. Fear is a very interesting word, because who is fearing this? It's in the same way when a car plant has to be built, there also is fear. It's a fear of one person who is being exploited, and there's a fear of someone who could also fear for another reason. So I think to answer your question very directly,
yeah.
On pension, here is the answer. I don't think this is the forum to give you, but this is pension. The most likely view, our current view, the most likely view is no pension, because there are a lot of other reasons, and there's a lot of thinking on pension also we've done, so unlikely.
So you're going to block the PFRDA bill?
See, why is this word block?
You're going to oppose. Okay, let me use another word. You are going to oppose the PFRDA bill.
I think everything is looked at from a negative, from a negative perspective.
Come on, Derek, you're either going to oppose it or you're not going to oppose it.
Shireen, we have some very serious issues with that pension bill.
Okay.
Yes, we have some very serious issues with it.
All right, you have some very. Let's leave it at that. Derek O'Brien.
For example, I'll take it one further. Let's talk about aviation.
Are you going to oppose opening up the aviation sector to foreign direct investment?
Let me tell you, tomorrow, if Boeing or Airbus want to come to India, that kind of FDI is absolutely welcome.
So you support.
That's the manufacturing. That is the manufacturing portion of aviation.
No, but do you support the current proposal of a foreign carrier being able to pick up 26% in an Indian carrier?
I think our thinking on this is very similar to the pension bill. So you have your answer.
Well, I've got the message, Derek O'Brien. Appreciate you.